1917 is one of the best films that I've seen in my entire life. Seriously, this film blew me away. In basically every aspect that a film can succeed, 1917 succeeds. It is absolutely fantastic. And I've seen it twice, and I loved it even more second time round. I really, really love this film, and I'm going to try not to gush over this film in this review, so I'll try and keep my words short. I just can't recommend this film enough. So let's talk about the film. It's set in World War One, and it follows these two characters, Lance Corporal Blake and Lance Corporal Schofield, who have to deliver a very, very important message to another English base, telling them to call off their upcoming attack because they are walking into a German trap and 1,600 men will die. It's going to be a massacre. So these two guys have to basically deliver this message to prevent 1,600 men from dying. Blake's brother being one of those men. So there's an emotional attachment there as well. So obviously the stakes couldn't be higher. Right, so the film is like Birdman. It's designed to make it seem like it's happening in one continuous shot, which is a stunning technical achievement all of its own, even if the film around it wasn't good. But this could have easily been a gimmick, and going into the film, there was lots of talk about how the film could come across as gimmicky. But this is in no way Sam Mendes and Roger Deakins showing off. No, the way that they shot this film is perfect for the story, because you are trapped with these two men throughout the whole film. You are with them. It's like in a video game, that interactive experience, because you're just with these two guys the whole time, and they come across different obstacles and challenges, and there are some fantastic action set pieces. The musical score is just genius by Thomas Newman. It just heightens the tension and suspense. I loved everything about the story. Every obstacle that the heroes have to overcome challenges them in some way and reveals something about their character. You know, everyone always says a great film reveals character through action. And this film does that. The two main characters, I was so invested in their journey and attached to their characters. It's been a very long time since I was this attached to characters in a film. And that's mainly because the acting is so good. Dean Charles Chapman and George Mackay in particular, they are absolutely amazing. The way that they create these characters with not a lot of dialogue is incredible to see, because it's just such a good showcase for showing and not telling. There are moments in this film where characters could have easily talked more about what's happening, but you don't need the extra dialogue. You understand everything, and it's absolutely perfect, the moments where Sam Mendes chooses to go with restraint instead of over-the-top spectacle. But when the spectacle does come, it's shot in such a brilliant way. I love one-take action set pieces, and there are some moments literally where characters are just running and dodging bullets, and it's just thrilling to watch. And with the musical score added to that, and Roger Deakins' fantastic cinematography, it's just gorgeous to look at. Everything in this film just comes together in such a perfect way to create one of the most entertaining, but most importantly emotional film experiences I have had in my entire life. There is one scene very late on in the film. It's one of the last action sequences in the whole film. I'm not going to spoil it because I really, really recommend this film. I want everyone to go and see this film. But it involves a character running, and on paper that might not sound very interesting, but knowing the emotional stakes and what this character has been through, it was one of the most emotional scenes I have seen in a film in my entire life. I was crying. I'm not going to lie. I was literally crying my eyes out. I could not stop crying. I absolutely adored 1917. I just can't recommend this film enough. The acting is fantastic. George Mackay in particular, I really hope he's in more films. Dean Charles Chapman is great as well, and also a ton of really famous stars pop up in this film, only for about a minute at a time, but that just adds weight to this journey. And it was so cool to see these guys just pop up. Again, it was like in a video game where characters interact with, non-player characters, and they give them a piece of information or an item that helps them later on in their journey. I loved how interactive this film was. You really felt like you were with the characters. So anyway, the performances, fantastic. The direction, the one take works so well. For a story like this, it works perfectly. The cinematography is gorgeous. There are so many beautiful images in this film, and the story is so emotional, and the stakes are so high, and the emotional attachment that one of these guys has because his brother could die if they don't deliver this message. It's all fantastic, and it all resulted in me being so invested in this film, and that's basically all I have to say. Everything in this film came together in such a perfect way. I'm going to give 1917 an A+. That's a really good feeling. I haven't given a film an A+ in a very long time. So yeah, I'm going to stop talking about 1917 now. I'm leaving that up to you. Please, please, please see it. I'm so happy that it's making money. People are seeing this film. Please take my advice, go and see 1917. And if you have seen it, let me know what you thought. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And until the next time, goodbye.